What a day in the end.
Yeah, it was.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It wasn't a great derby, Steve. Let's be blunt and to the point. We didn't play well. We had our moments. We didn't make Pickford work enough. But we got into some great areas, but our final ball wasn't really there. We made the wrong decisions, but we scraped across the line. Look, there's going to be a couple of talking points. Everton sending off. He's off. Canate has to be sent off. Referee's made a blunder. He didn't give the penalty. Thankfully, VAR intervened. It was a penalty. Scored a goal. Then, against 10 men, you see the game out. And we win 2-0, so delighted.
Also, dare I say, although we are due one, haven't we? Something going our way for one.
Yeah, I think so. We've had some bad ones, but we did get one.
Wow, Jurgen is doing the fist bumps. First of all to the Sir Kenny, and now to the cop. Brilliant. Four of them as well. Sorry, Aldo, will you put that on for us, top man? He threw his headphones off in the celebrations. Jurgen's doing the fist bumps to all sides. I mean, that's what it means. He's got such an unreal record, Aldo. Jurgen Klopp in Merseyside derbies. Only one defeat, and that was the game because of COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was entirely different inside this stadium. Hey, today was a great atmosphere as well for derbies again because they are 12 kickoff. But look, it's all about getting the 3 points. The derbies are always difficult for any team, and Everton come and made it really. Everton defended very, very well. They were so disciplined, so regimental, and we couldn't break them down until they went down to 10 men, and we tied them out and got the penalty. So we got there in the end. So you take 1-0, 2-0, whatever's given in these days, and just walk away.
By the way, we almost forgot this in the excitement. It's early days, but thanks to Erin, who does a brilliant job for us. She just told me we're top of the league.
It's always nice to see. It doesn't matter. Erin's right. It's always nice to see your team top of the league, wherever. You're doing something right. Even if teams have got games in hand, you just do what you can. You win your games and see what the other team does after you. Put a little bit of pressure on them if you get the early games. It's nice to see.
I mean, Mohamed Salah, you said he had probably one of the quietest games we've seen for Liverpool. Nothing was going right for him. He had one curler over the top, but his touch deserted him in the second half. But, cometh the hour, cometh the man. That's what these legends do.
Well, I was fearful because he had such a poor game for his standards. When the penalty came, I thought could compile the match, but no, it was a fantastic penalty. The goalie had no chance.
You can see Aldo now. Give us a smile. He's happy now.
Just about. My blood pressure.
They get to you these days.
I've got nothing with my blood pressure. But yeah, it was nice to see the penalty going.
It was an interesting moment, wasn't it? We said in the first half, the first talking point, in the first half, Ashley Young, one of the most experienced players on the field, he can have no complaints. A moment of rash stupidity.
That was, we said, didn't we? When he done the first book, and it's very early when you're marking someone like Diaz, who's energetic, quick and elusive, and he left himself wide open because then you say as a manager, get the ball to the left-hand side, get at him and test him. One mistake, and he spooked again. But I couldn't believe the way he dived in for an experienced pro. He let his team down there. He was so stupid to go in. But look, the referee made the right decision and he was off.
And in the second half, Sean Dyche, we wondered what he might do. I have to say, as a Liverpool fan as well, I was happy he did it. I was quite astonished. He took off his two wingers and brought two defenders on and went, you called it a back five, basically everyone back to try and frustrate us. You said at half-time, and rightly so, patience is a key word today. We had to stay patient. We were passing the ball well. Soboslai again was brilliant. But again, the two players we bring off the bench make big impacts for us. Nunez and Harvey Elliott especially.
Yes, the two of them really influential. We showed a bit of urgency when they come on. We were slow and methodical. And then they came on and just added a bright spark. We know what Nunez does. But young Harvey Elliott was excellent. He didn't give the ball away. ingenuity, lovely little passing movements, getting them to think about something else coming in and playing balls into the box. And he done really well. He nearly scored to top it off. Great save, the best save of the game from Pickford. So yeah, give him plaudits. He made a big impact as well.
And then the goal, we started to be patient. We were getting the ball to that left side, and eventually Luis Diaz was beginning to make things happen for him. He was taking on the young lad Patterson they brought on at right wing back almost, and he was running him. One moment there was a penalty claim, wasn't there, which could have gone either way. You didn't think there was enough in that. He got it to Diaz again, and he got it in at Patterson, plays in the cross, and you were up off your feet straight away. You called it penalty, and then you look at the replay as well. Why has Michael Keane got his hand out like that? Is that a natural moment a defender does?
Look, when you get it in the hand like that, it is unlucky. And the referee at first has given him the benefit of the doubt. He's given the benefit of the doubt, the referee. You have to say, give him the benefit of the doubt and not give the penalty. Perhaps to make up from the Kanate episode when he should have got sent off. But from here, it was a penalty in the modern game. It's a penalty, it's a cast iron penalty. And VAR for once came in, intervened, and made the right decision. Go and have a little look, it's a penalty, and then the rest is history. So, Everton, and Sean Dyche, I'm sure Sean Dyche will have a few grumbles about Kanate. He can't grumble about nothing else. He really can't.
Alisson didn't have a shot.
No, I could have played in goal today. I could have. He come and all he did was catch a couple of crosses off corners, and distribution was good, his kicking was good. Other than that, and to be fair, Pickford only had two or three saves to make. We weren't at it as forwards go today, but we still scored two and got across the line.
That was a great pen, and we were joking in commentary. You couldn't look at that penalty kick, could you?
I just thought.
You were joking with the fans. You took your headphones off. You're saying, I can't watch this.
I just thought Mo was so under par today. I thought this will compile our misery, the way the game was going. But thankfully, it was a great penalty, and it went where the goalie had no chance. It was a super goal.
Just hammered it into the net, and then, when Everton trying to push men forward, we get a second one, absolutely deadly counter-attack. Darwin Núñez running over the halfway line. Absolutely brilliant play by him. Gives it to Mo Salah. Great finish.
That was the kind of ball that was crying out for all the game for us, because we got into situations like that about half a dozen times, and we picked the wrong decision.
Yeah.
The lads who should have played it to, they went and shot for some reason, and it's not like us that, instead of playing the ball across the face of the goal and have tap-ins. Núñez's pass was brilliant. It was a peach of a pass, and Mo had a little bit of work to do, because Pickford was camping across to save it, and he put it right in the corner.
I loved Núñez, maybe Jurgen got it right in the end to bring him off the bench, because as you were joking before, 12:30 kickoff, the crowd really it's a buzz when he comes on.
He lights the crowd up, but there's agency. He runs at people, he wants to win balls in the air, he puts himself about. He's a defender's nightmare. When they've had to be put up with Jota or Gapco, it's a different play. All of a sudden, you've got someone in your face running in behind all the time, and that's what he does. And if you save him till 30 minutes, he'll always have an impact. 90 minutes is great, and I know that will come down line, but when he comes on games like this, and he's shown at Wolves and other games when he's come on, he makes a massive difference.
We will be pitchside very shortly indeed, folks, by the way. Rob Jones is down there with Charlie Adam, of course, and the king of Kirby, Phil Thompson. I don't know who will have a bigger smile as wide as the Mersey tonight, Aldo or Tomo.
I think it's 50-50.
Yeah,
but Tomo really, I like beating Man United before Everton. I think Tomo likes beating Everton before Man United.
I still remember on the flight back from that Champions League final in the morning, you sat with Tomo at the front, and Tomo gets a bottle of champagne for the pair of you. I'll never forget that moment. That was incredible.
I didn't want that at that time in the morning. Someone said to me, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. He said, well, somewhere in the world it's 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I went, no, that'll do for me.
But the city's red. We enjoy these wins, as you said.
Steve, the city's been red for a long, long time, mate, and it's not going to change for some time. Take it from me.
And a final word from us about Harvey Elliott. We said when he come on, he was absolutely brilliant. He got the pace of it straight away. He was lively. He was getting in some great positions, and he would have scored what would have been a wonder goal. We've got to give Pickford credit. That is some save, by the way.
It was a really good save, you know, and he does that, Pickford, doesn't he, at times. But, you know, young Harvey, he's one of those. Look, the one thing, he's got the ability, and he's going to be a really good player in future to come. He'll get better and better and better. But he's a Liverpool fan. He's brought up by his dad to be a Liverpool fan. He's Liverpool through and through, and that's is a bonus to have someone of his ability on the pitch, because he's the heart to go with it as well. And you've seen what it meant to him. I watched him when the final whistle went. He loved it, and he had a smashing cameo, should we call it, 30-minute cameo.
Got to mention the guy in front of you. The Great Dane is walking past us. Anfield royalty.
I've had to put up with Jan for about 4 days last week.
What a man. The city is red, as it always is. What a great day. Aldo celebrating. Salah the king again. Liverpool 2, Everton 0.